What else? Anything else?
Advanced database mechanism.
Advanced database. Absolutely. Okay, I was going to get to that in a minute. That's a very good answer. So, in terms of a little bit about me, yes, I am the Director of Marketing Concentration at Acsenda. Like Kevin mentioned, I've been a business strategist for over 15 years. So as Kevin referenced, I actually did spend almost 4 years at Dell Computer, more on the sales side, but for about 15 years I've been assessing various technologies in terms of healthcare, IT, and advanced materials. Now, in terms of me being a blockchain evangelist, maybe that's a little bit of a strong word, but I did get a couple certificates, post-grad certificates from UC Berkeley. A different kind, which is a distributed database. Okay? Distributed, fancy way of saying decentralized. Okay, so let's think about it. Let's take Canadian Tire or Tim Hortons, for example. Okay, they have multiple offices across Canada. Okay, so they have multiple server locations, blockchains. So what is a blockchain? It's basically a distributed ledger that implements a chain of blocks. Location. No simultaneous write access by multiple users, right? Only one user can actually modify the data. Okay, single point of failure. If your one server goes down, that means your entire operation goes down, right? A distributed database, it's more fault tolerant because you've not got a single point of failure, right? It's spread out. So if a server in Toronto goes down, your servers in Vancouver and Montreal can still be up. Okay? Can handle higher loads because it's distributed over a network. Okay? Cons, higher cost and complexity. Okay, you got more points of attack. Okay, a hacker can get into your database in Toronto or the one in Vancouver. Anyway, they have more options, right? Okay, so we need a means of preventing that. Okay, we're going to explain that in a few minutes. So, we have to talk about Bitcoin. Okay, I'm not just talking about it because it seems to be the most popular application of blockchain right now, but blockchain was actually created by an entity called Satoshi Nakamoto. Okay? No one knows who this thing is. Okay? It could be one person. What's that?
Or them.
Or them. That's right. It could be a university. Could be a government entity. Right? Happy to talk about some conspiracy theories afterwards if you want. But anyway, we're not going to get into that right yet. So, in 2009, when Satoshi Nakamoto created Bitcoin, he created blockchain as the platform on which it runs. Verifies them and puts them together. Okay? Now there are, that number has gone down a little bit, but there are 1 million entities that actually mine Bitcoin. I'm going to talk a little bit more about how that works in a minute. Now the inputs, okay, so how it actually works. We're getting into a little bit of technical data here, but inputs for transactions contain lists of previously created unspent Bitcoins. Now we're getting into a little bit more of the finer details, okay, and it all starts with the Merkle tree. Okay. And the Merkle tree, by the way, is the reason why blockchain is so hard to hack and so hard to manipulate. So the transactions from all over the world are visible to miners who take these transactions and verify them. They gather them all up. Now, sometimes they get a question. It's like, what do you mean they gather all these transactions? It's all computerized. It's done automatically.